Hey, Spitwads! Guess what? I know, Mike, you're curious what I'm going to say as well.
I have no idea.
I want to invite all the Spitwads out there that love this show to head over to SpitballersPod.com and listen. You can become an official Spitwad. That means we're looking at your ideas. We're taking a look in the spit tank at your ideas, and those are the ones we care about for the show. You get to support the podcast. You get you get the episodes a little bit early. A little bonus for supporting the podcast. So, look, we appreciate you over there at SpitballersPod.com. Click that Become a Spitwad button, and that's all there is to it. Now, let's get to the show.
What happens when three buffoons give life advice, explore unrealistic situations, and give random topics more thought than they probably deserve? It's the Spitballers Podcast with Andy, Mike, and Jason.
Ding-dong.
You know, I like a good ding-dong ending, baby.
If we don't end with a ding-dong, it's not a real scat.
That's right.
I've seen the feedback to the Andy scats.
Yeah, you're siphoning my endings.
I
get
unlocked
it.
the secret sauce.
It's really just a ding-dong, man.
Well, I'd say, but I didn't go ding-dong. I went llama dama ding-dong.
No, I inspired it, but
yeah,
you made it your own.
And I improved upon it.
TBD on the improvement, but we'll take it. It was a good scat. I'm not complaining. We
just as a impartial third party is the only one here. I would say improved.
Oh, thank you so much. The best part about that was
sorry, Andy, it's just the truth.
To peel back the curtain, we were trying to start recording probably 15 minutes ago.
That's an exaggeration. That's an exaggeration.
But then Andy had a call, and it was fine. And we finally hit record, and we're going. I think I realized about 2 bars before the scat that I was up. So that was off the top of the dome.
It was not bad, and we're doing well as a show scat wise. I think we hit more than we miss. I mean. Yeah, not every show has a scat. Not many shows take the chance on having a scat, and we do. It's risky business.
No risk it, no biscuit. That's what they say.
There's nothing Jason likes more than the scat.
It's my favorite part of the Spitballers podcast of being one of the 3 hosts here is having
when we
to do
scat?
This. When Andy says we hit more than we miss, that's because 2 of you can do it.
That's right.
And then 1/3.
Yeah, we're 100 plus scats in, and Mike, I think we just admit that Jason's kind of drinking water from a stein. By the way, that is a massive stein of water,
Mr. Improv
or vodka,
Well, who knows, Mr. Improv, Mr. Groundlings.
I know
can't handle a simple 2-bar scat intro.
Look, they're not all winners. I've had some gems. I've crushed it a few times.
I think has he crushed? Or has he hit like a 6 out of 10 once?
Like I said, crushing it.
He's cleared the Mendoza line. We're all right.
Okay. Well, we have a great show for you today. We'll share a review with you from one of our fine Spitballers fans. A would you rather, some life advice, a great draft. If you're watching on youtube.com/Spitballers, my background right now is a little bit of a hint for what's coming in the draft. I am amidst I'm in a desolate landscape.
You look like you're
mine.
We're drafting favorite things from Arizona, going from Andy's background.
Well, Arizona would be more rocky than this, Mike, and there'd be cactuses and scorpions everywhere. So this is a much nicer arid landscape. But let's go ahead and jump right into that review.
Review-A-Saurus Rex.
This one comes in from Frank, you very much. He says, 5 stars, unfiltered, hilarious, factual opinions. I've loved this podcast since I stumbled upon it. I actually went back and listened to every episode.
Oh, sorry, Frank.
I never reviewed it because I wanted the review to be perfectly witty and charming. But then I realized what makes this podcast so great is its unfilteredness. This podcast has made many Mondays better, and now that I'm an official Spitwad, Fridays as well. I love taking the questions from the show and spitballing with my friends and family. 10 out of 5 stars.
You've done the impossible.
I didn't think you could do it. But Frank, you very much. Thank you very much.
That means he reviewed it, and then he also stole a phone and reviewed it on that phone, and that would be 10 out of 5.
We recommend.
As we recommend. Thank you very much for that review. It is our goal to make your Mondays better, and then now we have enough episodes out there that we can make your Tuesdays and your Wednesdays and your Thursdays better for a while till you catch all the way up. And then it's just crescendoing on Mike's scat.
Oh, well, then we have peaked, clearly. But did you guys ever have someone in your life growing up? I don't know. It was a weird flashback you gave me. But did you ever have someone who said the word day differently?
I have no idea what you mean.
Specifically, I had my band teacher, but this is an instructor at my place of education. He pronounced it D. So it was on Thursday, we do this, on Friday. And it was like,
Did you have him arrested?
Yeah, I don't think we
later,
should.
Much later. But it was, so this is just me that I've had this experience with,
because
the
there's
crazy
only one
teacher.
Yeah, there aren't a lot of psychopaths out there. So you're the only one that's experienced
that. I don't feel comfortable making light of this because I feel like there's something real going on here. This is some kind of mental shortcoming of that teacher.
So we make your Monday better.
Eventually,
we make every Monday better.
Eventually, he drove off in a windowless van, and it was just everything was fine.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Thursday.
Well, welcome to making your Mondays better.
Oh, gross! All right,
that sounds too much like undies.
making your undies.
Yeah, making your undies better.
Yeah, none of this works. Let's move on.
Would you rather?
All right, this one comes in from Mac. Mac is a Patreon supporter.
Oh, thank you, Mac.
Would you rather be able to see through physical things, so walls, doors, etc., or be able to see through figurative things like scams, lies, false promises, and some fine print?
This shouldn't be on Would You Rather. This should be That's a Great Question.
It is.
This, Mac, is a great question.
It's both.
I've always wondered, if you can see through walls and doors and stuff like that, does that mean you accidentally walk into them? Because you don't see them at all.
No, you see the outline. You see the wireframe.
Do you?
That's the rules of wall hacking.
You can control this.
Okay.
You can control it. You can
turn it on and off?
Exactly. Turn it on and off, turn the distance further, closer, whatever you need. This is your ability. This is your life. But what good does it give you to see?
It's excellent for video games when you have to shoot people. That's about the extent of wall hacking that I know of.
Paintball games when you have to shoot people.
Oh, there you go. Okay, real life application.
Mm-hmm. If you're a SWAT team member and you got to shoot people, there's so many applications.
It's good it's easier to shoot people if you can see them coming from behind a wall, is what you're saying.
Yes,
yeah, you want the wall for protection.
Much easier, yeah.
But the other one, it seems like, especially in our difficult to discern political landscape, all of the consumer fraud that happens, all of the things that take place, it might be nice to just know truth from a lie at a quick glance.
Everything's a lie. You're just going to become a pessimist. You're going to see through everything. All these false promises.
Well, you're not going to be a pessimist because you'll just know it's true and you'll realize the world sucks.
Exactly. You're going to see through. I mean, it'll protect you from a couple of big events, but all the little things, you'd see through every single lie. Someone says, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to come to your birthday."
It'd be nice when you're car shopping.
You're a jerk because that ain't true.
Jason, looking slim.
Yeah, I saw right. I saw right through it, Mike. This is not an ability that I am coveting right now.
Wait, what? Now, do you just know intuitively, or do you actually hear the person saying the truth and they think they're telling the lie? Because that's a lot more fascinating to me. Like a telemarketer calls you with this great offer, but then you would actually hear them speak the truth. I think that could be fun.
Oh, so that they just call you up and they say, "Listen, sir, I'm glad I caught you this afternoon. I would like your money.
Sir,
Your money would make me happy right
my
now. It is part
product
of my job."
is absolute trash, but my commission is gigantic.
Now I have to
Please buy
continue
into this.
talking and not let you get a word in, because otherwise you're going to hang the phone up on me, and I will not let that happen. That would be more entertaining, but I would presume that you just know when someone's telling you something. You see the truth.
I'm willing to come down on this truck's price over $15,000, but I'm trying to get 35 out of you. That would be nice.
And you would. I feel like you wouldn't get hardened. You wouldn't get all pessimistic if you heard just people telling the truth like that all the time, Jay.
If I got to hear them, I would just hate everybody, though. I mean, it would be like, man, that was a real jerk thing to say, because they'd be saying the truth.
So you'd rather be in a lying. You just believe the lie.
Ignorance is bliss. That's a phrase for a reason.
Right.
I think if we knew the hearts of mankind, we'd be sadder. And maybe that's my pessimistic view of the
you're
world.
Already pessimistic.
I'm already pessimistic. But I also think if I were a burglar, how cool it would be to see which safe has the goods.
So you're gonna go physical things.
Are safes
you're gonna
really
steal
the
things
these days?
Well, yeah, and usually there's two or three next to each
Safes
other.
are big right now, Mike.
And you're not sure which to crack. But
you don't
if
keep your
could
money
see
in a
through-
big old safe with a big old one of those turn handles.
I do keep my cash at home in a safe. That is true.
Really?
Well, and your
I
address,
really do.
your address
What's
again?
the code?
Ooh, I'm tempted to say it.
No, just give us your address and the code.
Yeah, that's all
Sure.
we need. And your social.
Yeah, the address. Yeah, okay.
He almost did it.
Well,
Yeah.
I thought about giving out one of your addresses, but I'm a good friend.
Well, it's a podcast. We're recording this. We can really edit it. I mean, that's the truth. Okay, so I will go figurative. I'd rather just be able to have the upper hand on all these liars.
Yeah, it seems more
Also, do you
helpful.
even know your code?
Yes, I do know my code.
Okay.
Thankfully, it's a
1,
it's a
2,
it's
3, 4.
it is very simple. There's only 4 buttons. It's a little tiny like handgun safe.
Triangle, heart, circle, square.
Yeah. So it's just
emojis.
no. It's like a handprint, and
It's
there's
emojis.
4. There's
Wink,
like
wink,
4
smile,
finger
wink.
cutouts.
Okay,
You've never seen
what?
a safe like that? It's a
I don't have a safe, Jason, because I don't live in the Wild West.
I have that exact same safe. I know what
Yes,
Of course- yeah,
thank
of
you,
course
Al.
you
Well,
do.
yeah, the gunman has the
Yeah,
gun
of
safe, I'm sure. How many safes do you own, Al?
Oh my gosh, that's a good question.
He's got
And-
safes for
2.
his
I knew
safe.
it had to be more than
and
one.
how far underground are they?
They're both above ground.
Okay.
Incredible.
Oh, that's
Okay.
boring.
I am going to start a social media account, and I've seen some of these. They are extremely successul.
Just
That
an
is
account?
focused on scaring people, just waiting around a
Oh.
corner and just boo, scare.
Yeah,
I'm going
yeah.
to see them. I know when they're coming. I don't. I can time up
Oh,
every
okay.
scare perfect. I'm taking the physical walls. I'm gonna have a blast with this. I'm gonna entertain the masses, and I will stay positive about people lying to me.
Mike and I will start one of those like news channel on your side things, and we'll be able to see through all the frauds, and we'll.
So I get both. I listen to your news source,
there you go.
Dang it.
and I scare the crap out of you. So
All right,
this is great.
Derek from Patreon. Would you rather lose all the money you have earned in the past year, or lose all of the memories you have gained in the last year? Well,
Derek, it's the wrong time to ask that question.
I was gonna say.
Wait, so I can wipe out 2020?
Yeah.
Sweet. It's gone. Kapoof.
But you know what I still got? The money. It's a pretty sweet deal.
And I'm going to wake up and go, wow, where'd this money come from?
Now imagine the alternative. Imagine that you've got all your money's gone, but you still had to go through all the crap.
Oh, you mean like most people right now?
Yeah. So
That's what I'm saying. For all of us, if we could just smoke bomb 2020, I think most people would.
okay,
take
well
that.
here. Let's
Versus
give
smoke bombing our cash.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
hold up. 5 years. 5 years.
5 years of
Memories
money
with
or 5 years of
children.
memory? I'll take the memories. Keep the memories.
If I've
no
had
question.
no money for
I'm not
5
smoke
years,
bombing. Don't
I mean,
care.
if I've had no money for the last 5 years, we're homeless. So the memories are terrible. Like,
It's a strong point.
right? I mean, the memories are us scrounging for food in the dumpster. Oh, what great memory. Can I wipe both?
Well, I imagine you're just, I guess. So wait, this is weird because it's like a time travel thing then. Am I looking at my last 5 years in actuality, or am I replacing those last 5 years with homeless memories? Because there's a big difference.
No, there's no memories. There's no memories. You're waking up with a gigantic beard, and you don't know how you got there.
Yeah, but that's if you take the money. Andy's saying if you take the memories
if
and
you
you
take
lose
the
the
memories,
money, does that change those?
Like, there's
those
no way I'd
memories?
trade my
I don't know.
actual 5 years of
I'm very
memories
confused.
with
I
my
didn't
kids.
I didn't go to Disneyland when I had no money, so that's no longer a memory.
Al, can you help us here?
I don't think anyone can.
Yeah, I don't. That's a tough one.
It says
Next.
you lose all the memories you've gained in the last year. So that would be the normal ones you have with money.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be the guy.
Okay.
I'm taking the
I'd
money.
say if you made $100,000 last year, you now have $100,000 deficit.
Oh, okay. So you
I
just
say
take
we
on
ask the
debt.
next question. That's
Yeah.
That sounds that's a great question.
Jesse from Patreon. Assuming the salaries are equal, would you rather be a garbage truck driver or a school bus driver?
Oh, this is not what?
This is a
I
layup.
mean,
This is a
people lay
layup.
up.
This is difficult for people.
This is
Garbage
dunking on a
truck.
5
Garbage
foot hoop.
truck.
This is I'm almost 6 feet tall. Give me a 5 foot hoop. I will lay that ball right in that garbage truck because I ain't dealing with them monsters. There's no reason. No reason.
Did you guys ride the bus for any
Field
length
trips.
of your? That was it. That was the only.
Yeah,
time
that
you
was
rode
it
the
for
bus?
me too.
So
yeah.
there was when I was in high school, there was like a week where we had moved and we hadn't figured. So I rode the bus a couple of times, and it was the weirdest experience I had ever had in my life to that point. And that's as a kid. I can't imagine the drive.
I can fix this question. I can fix it. Instead of driving a bus or driving a garbage truck, you're the one throwing the trash in the back of the truck. You're the guy standing there, house to house, picking up the trash can, dumping the trash in the truck, putting the trash can back, and moving on.
That sounds like a great life.
That's better than the kids.
Look, I, as one who rode a bus for multiple years, both my junior high and my high school
Interesting.
were multiple miles away, and I saw thankfully I wasn't the troublemaker growing up in my youth, but there was a few of them on the bus, and those children in the back of the bus committed horrific acts.
Now,
Horrifically
Horrific
bad
crimes.
here's the thing, though.
No, I witnessed a few crimes in my day as one who was growing
You're scaring
up.
all the parents with kids on buses right
As
now, Mike.
they
If they
should
rode
be.
a bus, they know what I'm talking about.
Yes, congratulations for the wisdom here. You're seeing through the lies. Your news station is already at work. But my thinking is, what if bus drivers were paid $250,000?
Oh.
What different bus drivers you would get? Because right now, school bus drivers,
I'm sure they're underpaid. They have to be. It's impossible
I'm just saying,
not to.
like, there's a stereotype. I'm sure there's some wonderful school bus drivers, but I'm very confident there's some school bus drivers that don't care. I wouldn't care but what if I feel like if I take the school bus driver, I'm going to come in there like, the teacher that's taking the hard job and going to rally those kids together. I'm going to make this school bus.
Because you're being paid $250,000?
No, I'm just saying it's just like any job out there. I'm saying the underpaid, like teachers, right? If you want to get better teachers or have more people want to go into teaching, people say that.
Take your shot at what a school bus driver makes here in Arizona, because I got the number for you.
39, 30, 35, 39,
no way.
35,000.
$34,116.
Boom! Oh!
Here's what I will say about you, Jason, thinking you can turn around what is happening inside of a bus. Number one, remember how long they are and that there are kids sitting in the back of the bus.
Okay.
Okay, now I'll just throw this one instance out of things that I witnessed as growing up.
Yeah.
I saw someone.
Earmuffs, kids.
Well, no, they'll hear this and go, "No, this is horrifying." I saw someone as we drove past a crossing guard for a different school, for the elementary school, chuck scissors out the window at this crossing guard. These are the people that you're dealing with on your school bus, Jason. You gonna turn this around?
Did you go to school at a prison?
No.
Was this the problem? Did you?
No.
I mean, I didn't have kids at my school that would throw scissors at
because you weren't on the bus, man.
Riker Island High School. I remember that. Yeah.
You weren't on the bus. Terrible things happen back there. We need more people. We need more grown-ups on the bus. This is what we need.
Oh, you need a bus driver and then a back of the bus
Yes.
butler. I don't know what you call
Butler.
Certainly not a butler.
I would like to hire you for a back of the bus butler role.
But how does that?
It
how
pays
does that sound with
$11 per
the
year.
Would you like
alliteration?
some grapes?
The alliteration is great. The back of the bus butler.
Fully. That's got to be the back of the bus guy's got to be the like the airplane air marshal.
Yes, it's like
They're packing heat and they're
sheriff.
just sitting. They're sitting in, but they're wearing the little spinny caps and acting like the kid.
I'll tell you what, he's got a full beard.
He's got a full beard, but he's back there going, "Hey kids,
My
Those
bus,
young
scissors?
kids.
my bus needed that thing because there were some kids that I did not want to be riding a bus with because you get lumped in with that, and then the bus driver now everyone on the bus is that kid. Oh,
And you look like the kind of guy now that would throw scissors, Mike. No offense.
well,
You certainly do.
maybe like safety scissors.
Yeah, for fun. Look, if we're changing it to where I have to be the one loading and basically digging through this garbage, smelling like garbage, I am going to be the school bus driver,
Yeah,
and
me
I am
too.
going to turn that bus into children of gold.
No,
You're gonna
not.
make the
I
inspirational
will be
Lifetime
Michelle
movie.
Pfeiffer.
You're making
Yes.
the movie where you're the Michelle Pfeiffer.
I
was
am
that
going to be
movie?
Dead
Michelle
Poet
Pfeiffer.
Society.
No, it wasn't
that's
Dead
Robin
Poets.
Williams.
It was
Something Minds.
yeah,
Dangerous
Dangerous
Minds.
Minds.
Dangerous
with
Minds.
Coolio.
Oh,
That's right, Coolio. Yeah, I'll be Coolio.
Look,
The kids would love me.
Those
Kids
are the
always
words
love me.
from a person who has never been on a bus
Yeah,
with junior
yeah.
high kids.
All right, this question comes in from Mush. Mush from the website. Would you rather see everything upside down or hear everything in reverse?
Holy moly.
So like you're
I have questions.
you're a bat?
So you are
well, you're
visually
not
are your eye it's like
upside
your
down.
eyeballs are upside down?
Yes, it's like your eyeballs are upside down. I feel like you would just adjust to that, wouldn't you? If that's
Eventually.
what
Eventually
life
you
is,
would, yeah. You would.
If I'm
And wouldn't you
walking on the
adjust to
ceiling-
hearing in reverse though?
No.
You would never learn language if you heard everything in
Maybe.
reverse.
Oh,
Wouldn't you learn it?
That's a great point. If that happened from the very, very beginning, because then that would just be your language.
No, because your sound is determinative of everything you do and say. I mean, you wouldn't speak out, you wouldn't be able to talk right if everything that you're hearing is in reverse. And so nobody would understand you. That's what I believe.
That part is true, but you would understand everybody else.
Right, but if I fully adjust to being upside down, maybe there's even benefits there, seeing the world from a different perspective. You're not buying it.
Let's flip this upside down. Now
I don't
you
even
sound
know
like
how
a
that
wacky
works.
school bus driver. Hey, kids.
Hey kids, we
you ever
flipped
seen
it
this
upside down.
point of view?
I got some Lionel Richie playing, dancing on the ceiling over here.
That's
I
how
don't
you
even
get the
I
kids.
can't really comprehend seeing the world upside down.
Isn't there something
Hold on,
where,
let me
like,
try.
when you look through some kind of water or, Mike, you love
Keep
science.
going. No,
Yeah,
keep going.
sure.
You
Isn't
be
there
the
something
scientist.
where when you look
It doesn't-
through a cup, it flips everything upside down?
I don't know about upside down, but I mean the light gets diffracted, so the light bends and makes things appear different. That's
Jason
like-
is actively Googling how do I see things upside down?
I'm sure
turn
there's
your
a
head over.
prism or something you can look at that would flip everything upside down.
All I have found is how you can flip a cup of full water upside down. So this is
that'll-
not helpful.
No,
Well,
it's
don't
not
worry.
helpful
I
at
looked
all.
up. I tried to look at Google how to say idiot backwards so I can insult you, but I failed there too. So, any
I
other
don't know.
thoughts on this one?
I'll take the upside down. Sure.
Yeah, I'm dancing on the ceiling.
Spitballers to the rescue.
All right, we haven't done a life advice segment in a while, and we have so much to bestow, especially with the experiences that we have, like Mike's years on the bus. We can give advice. We can change lives.
I can start a whole podcast. Things Mike has seen on a bus in junior high.
Crimes I've witnessed. Tales of a bus ride.
It's just like Frank, you very much said. These are factual opinions that are going to help people.
Victoria from Twitter has a life advice question for us. Hey, ballers.
Hey.
What is the best way to handle a neighbor who keeps asking me to feed their cats while they are on vacation? We are not close, and they have a very specific, complex schedule in which they want their stupid cats fed. I helped a few times in an attempt to be a good neighbor, but now it has become expected. Help.
That sucks.
Now, obviously,
I have a few ideas here.
The answer here, Victoria, would have been to never help at all.
Yes.
Now you are trained in the complex methods and one of the only trained people. But what does she do?
You know
now?
what you aren't? You aren't super allergic to cats already. You know what I mean? Like that's a card you
helped me
play
so much in
That's
my
a
life.
card you play in the beginning. I just can't. I'm really allergic to cats if I'm dealing with, so I would love to. Sorry.
If you let one of the cats pass,
That's a good idea.
you won't be asked again.
The initial reaction inside of me, that was I saw the depths and I went there. Like, you're never being asked back. And I was trying to formulate, okay, what's a plan that you can help flip the script without inadvertently?
Does she have a real way out of this?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So here was my plan. I haven't fleshed it all out yet because I just heard this question. But you have to come up with something equally as complex, if not far more.
For them to do?
And now this neighbor has to help you out.
Yeah.
And they like what could they possibly ask the neighbor? You have to do this. Like, I have a package that is going to show up between 6 a.m. and midnight, and I cannot miss it. I'm going to be gone, but this is a really important situation.
Mm-hmm.
I need you watching my front door from 6 a.m. to midnight, and then once you get the package, you need to go into my backyard. And then there's going to be this labyrinth that they have to go through. I mean, you have to make an unbelievably
It seems like a lot of work,
situation.
Mike. You're making a lot of work for yourself.
Oh, but it will be. But here's the thing. A lot of work right now, and then no more feeding the fat cats later.
Yeah. I mean, and whatever you order that shows up, if you do, you know what I'm saying? Like, they keep an eye out all day and nothing ever shows up. But I would make it heavy.
And then nothing shows up.
Then
and
you
then you
blame
ask them, and you say, well, no, they told me
it
it
says
showed
it was
up.
delivered.
They said my
no.
neighbor accepted the package.
But here's the thing.
Yes.
But if that happens, you're paying them back, but that's not going to get you out of the cat situation.
No. And that's
what
the key.
gets you out of the cat situation?
You're Scott clean, man. You tell them that they told me the package showed up, and you're telling me it never did. And then the next time they ask you, hey, can you feed my cats? Be like, yeah, where's my package?
So you're just saying, hate your neighbor, have a big fight.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Look,
Yeah.
this is a very simple
got a
solution,
solution.
Jason.
Oh,
A non-confrontational solution that you can take, because I know you don't like confrontation.
I hate it.
Plan 100% of your family's vacations around their vacations.
This is what? No, you're 100% right. This was my genuine advice. And listen, I have done this move before.
No, you have not.
Real life.
You've booked
Real
a
life.
vacation to get out of a responsibility?
Absolutely, because when certain people come asking certain things that you have to say yes to, guess what comes up the next day on the schedule? Something I can't get out of. And it's not a lie. I'm going and I'm booking. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be in Miami on the beach. I forgot about our family vacay. It's always going to happen.
I forgot.
I mean, I'm just saying, Andy's 100% right here. As this is good news. This is absolutely good news, Victoria. When your friends or neighbors go on their vacation, you get a vacation every time.
Yeah.
This is congratulations.
And then you either that or move. I mean, obviously you could just move away.
Or accept the responsibility. Don't do jack. Just they'll
but
live.
that's called killing cats. I mean,
I don't believe they'll die. They'll find something to eat.
Yeah,
I mean,
cats
it's
do
not like
seem
a two.
eternal.
It's not like
Yeah.
a two. Yeah, they got a lot of lives, from my understanding, and they'll be fine.
You'd have
but
to
when,
do it 9 times to really get rid of them.
Oof, that's a lot of.
when the neighbor returns, they think you did the job. The cats are hungry, and so they'll ask you again. Oh, absolutely! It was so easy last time. Done.
Or check this out, Victoria. No.
That is one other option.
Well,
Sorry.
Brooks brought up the fact that this is like Mike's answer was like when you try to get somebody to break up with you instead of just breaking it off yourself. So
Look, breaking up with people is hard.
it is
I think I
difficult
did it
when
once.
it's difficult when you do something nice and then people take advantage of you
Mhm.
after the fact. Like you've learned this cat schedule, you help them out, but now you're their go-to, and that's the problem. All right, Isaac from Patreon. I need some life advice. Well, you've come to the right place, Isaac.
Yes.
I'm 16 and a guitar player like my dad.
Oh.
When I asked him to listen to a song I'm working on and learning so he can help me, he just takes the guitar from me, plays the entire song, and doesn't actually help me. I'm just left there sitting, listening to my dad play my guitar. How can I tell him what he's doing isn't actually helping me? Well, Isaac, I can relate. I can relate to this because I take the controller and beat the level when my kids have a problem with a video game.
It's called Dad's Rights.
And it's because teaching takes patience, and I'm a bad dad.
You know what you do, Isaac? You grow up, you have a kid, and you do the same to your child.
This is just Isaac's dad. He's establishing dominance.
Yeah, he's doing what he's got to do.
Have you ever seen this one?
Hey, Isaac, remember when I'm good at guitar and you're not?
Yes.
Look what you can do someday if you practice.
Here, get better.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
tough.
I
Mike,
think he's helping you. He's helping you. He's letting you know what you could possibly be. Because sometimes when you hear something, you think, "Nah, this is an impossibility. No one's actually this good at the guitar," and your father is just showing you, yeah.
He's
I'm
helping
this
you.
good.
He's helping you until he closes his eyes. Once he closes his eyes, playing the song, he is no longer helping you.
he's just in his own place. He's having a
That's
jam
the
session.
moment you go from teaching your child to forgetting about them.
Now, my hope, and I don't know the details here, Isaac. My hope is that when he's helping you and he takes the guitar, this is several hours before you get that guitar back. He's just going to
Isaac
town.
has left the room. He went.
Yeah,
and
and he's
had
still
dinner.
in there. Isaac's bringing him dinner in the bedroom. That's I mean, Isaac, this is Dad's rights, and it's how dads teach their children best. So
By dunking on them.
you're darn right. I mean, my kid can't get a shot off on me. I'm blocking him every time. He's like,
I
no,
believe
help.
that.
Oh, it's 100% true. Actually, my children have invented this game. I mean, mind-blowing creativity where I block every shot that they shoot. Like it's the blocking game. They ask me to come out and block to where their goal is to try to get a shot off, and
Can I ask
it
you a
ain't
question?
ever happening.
Do your kids think that's what the game of basketball is?
I think.
Do they know that there's a hoop to throw the ball into?
They do. They've seen some real basketball before, so they know now how good I am because they're still trying to do the real thing, in and up with bloody noses because that ball's coming right back.
You know
in
what
the face.
Isaac's dad does when he's trying to learn basketball from him is he pulls out the guitar and plays a sweet solo.
Now, okay. So, do you guys with your kids, and like all joking aside, actual life advice question here: when you are competing against your kids, like you're playing a video game, you're playing a board game. This isn't just basketball where you're physically dominant over them because you're 3 feet taller than them. Like this, it's a game of video game skill or board game skill. Do you go
Hard
full
in the paint?
out?
Hard in the paint?
Do you play to win, or do you play to accommodate that your children are learning the game? You don't want them to get real upset if they lose. How do you guys handle those situations?
I play 101%, meaning I above them. So I'm playing, which is like for me, it's like down to 2%.
Okay, no. So you throttle it, or you hit the brakes a little bit.
I absolutely throttle it, but here's
Okay.
the deal: if the game starts getting close, if they take a lead, I'll go up to 200%, establish dominance, and then I'm back to it's just I just want to be slightly better than them forever.
Okay, so you want to be slightly. All right.
Yeah.
Andy, how do you do it?
Yeah, I throttle it. I like to keep it close. But if the game, here's the two situations where I'm not throttling. One, now to be clear, throttling means I hold back.
Yes, that's what I mean. You're pulling the throttle back.
Yeah, not like, I guess you could say throttling them like whooping their butt. But
Sure.
If they talk trash, they will endure a period of months of me defeating them.
Oh yeah. I mean, Andy, your son talked trash to me, and he said I could beat you in a race swimming, and I'm like, not happening.
Yeah.
I did not go. I went 100 on that, and I was waiting for him to show up at that finish line for a while.
Man, he deserved it.
When you talk trash, that's what you get. It was like Mike.
Gotta back
I
it up.
remember your story about your son saying he could beat you in a race.
Yeah. The infamous race where at about halfway through I started running backwards.
Had to feel good.
Eat it.
Did he cry after that race?
No,
Close?
maybe a little bit.
Yeah,
Maybe a little bit.
bit.
He was not happy because the reason I'm asking this is because I've never pulled the punch ever.
Not at all?
Never. I have never.
Well, I mean,
pulled it.
like if you played a board game that they're just learning, they're a young kid, they don't understand the strategy.
I
you're
teach
whooping
them
their
how
booty.
to play, and I am better than them. And because I've
Interesting.
told them, I said, you know this. If you ever beat Dad, you have beaten Dad. Because I've never pulled a punch
Fair enough.
against my children at
So
any
your kids
game
have never
whatsoever.
won anything.
I've been beaten in Madden a few times.
Okay.
Oh, impressive.
All right. Kara from the website, I need life advice for my husband who is too afraid to ask. Okay.
Okay.
He purchased a
understandable.
bidet
Yes.
Oh, good for you.
in the wake of the TP panic of 2020. The bidet has been a wonderful addition to our household, and I can now relate to everything Jason has said about bidets. The problem is my husband is having a difficult time getting a clean finish when he uses the bidet. He Googled bidet isn't cleaning my butt, but found no answers. So I have to turn to you. How does he improve the technique? Any help for his sticky situation is appreciated.
This is a real humdinger, and usually what you would say is, well, then you got a defective bidet. But Kara here ain't having no problems. Okay, she's relating to everything I'm saying about bidets. It's great. The bidet ain't the problem. It's called the diet. It's what's going in, my man. That is hard
Garbage
to
in,
clean.
garbage out. That's what they say.
It's hard to wash tar off the pavement. If you know what I'm saying, and I think you do.
I'm so confused because
Is this not? Does this not happen to either of you?
no.
You're always
let me
a
ask you
full,
this.
a squeaky clean.
Let me ask you this, Andy. Have you ever gone to a sink to wash your
Yes.
hands? And you turn it on and you're washing your hands and you're like, man, this is really difficult. I'm having trouble using this water to wash my hands off.
No, I haven't had that issue.
Yeah, I don't understand what's happening with
In
No,
fairness,
Mike,
he hasn't
Mike,
washed
Mike.
poop off his hands. which
No,
would
I
be-
haven't washed tar off my hands. Also, I have there's a visibility difference between the cleanliness down below and the cleanliness with my hands in a sink. I'm flying blind downstairs.
You are flying blind, but let me tell you, when you're hitting the bullseye, you know.
Gosh.
It's pretty clear when there's when there's a direct
Okay.
shot.
You know that there's a bit of a, you can have different distribution issues down there depending on how things have gone. Before bidet
Sure.
life, you ever do a wipe and be like, what's over there on that side?
Before bidet life. Yeah, before bidet life.
There can be some
I could use a
distribution.
roll. I could use a roll every time. I mean, it's never ending. The bidet has cleared that up. I would say that maybe the water pressure isn't high enough. The tookness is a little like, oh, that's too much. No, it's not. It never is. Crank it up. Put it to 11.
I cannot adopt the bidet life.
It's
Now,
sensational.
I've lost too
Why?
much. I've lost too much control, and it's a little bit.
So you went.
Frankly,
full-
it's a little too wet for me.
Well, you still dab.
What is this dabbing? I mean,
The toilet paper.
Yeah, you take some
How
toilet
do you
paper,
move from a wipe to a dab and have confidence?
Well,
That's what I'm Googling.
Okay. Here's the deal. You take a little bit of toilet paper at the end once you're done, once the drying is finished, even though it's never dry, and then you give the one wipe, and it wipes the water away, and it's not dirty. It's fantastic. I remember
Not
in the
for Kara's husband.
No, I remember in
Who
the very
Googled
beginning.
bidet isn't cleaning my butt.
I remember in the very beginning wasn't always clean. I think you just gotta push through. You gotta
Power through?
You gotta power through. Turn that pressure
Turn
up.
that humdingleberry into a clean area.
Like filter, get a nice shot in there.
Goodness. All right, we're moving on.
The Spitballers Draft.
All right, this draft is called The Lone Survivor because we are drafting things that you would do for fun if you woke up and you were the last person left on Earth.
I forgot all about this draft. I'm gonna be searching.
So again, you're not trying to make it the longest amount of time or play survival game. You are trying to have the most fun possible as the last person on Earth, which is an interesting question. It's a difficult question, I think. But Mike has the first pick.
Is. I'm really thrilled that I have the first pick in such an ambiguous draft.
Lucky.
I don't know that people are going to be stealing each other's picks here.
Well,
this is all
theoretically, I mean, I think I have a few on my list that may get sniped from me. But number one here, so as I have become an adult, I have learned to love to learn about things. And if I am the last person on the earth, that means I can learn real secrets about what is going on. And there is a place in Nevada that people are not allowed to go, but no one will be there to stop me. So I will be visiting Area 51. I will be going inside. I will be seeing what the secrets are all about. Probably getting disappointed.
I was going to say, when you show up and it's just...
When it's just like military
They've
weapons.
been storing oil all these years.
I am going to make a prediction.
Toothpaste? What's this doing in here?
My prediction is that you will never find it.
People know where it is.
Sure. People know where it is, but
Your
the
GPS
infrastructure of the
work,
world,
so you're gonna
GPS
need-
isn't working, internet's not working. There's no sign saying Area 51 that way. I could find the White House if I had to.
I'm pretty sure I could find it. I'm pretty sure.
Well, I mean, apparently you found it, right?
You would not have us to brag to about finding it.
No, but
We would be gone.
at this,
just wanna know
at
the
this
truth.
point, if you're the last person on Earth, you just want the satisfactory. You want to know what's going on in there.
All
Okay. All right. So you're going to Area 51. That would be fun for you if you were the last person on Earth. Jason, you are on the clock.
Look, I know that if I was the last person on Earth, this would be what I would be. This would be the most fun. This is why I got this background here. I am moving in to a solar operated beach mansion. I'm finding it. I'm gonna go up and down the coast until there's a monstrous beach house that's powered by solar power, and I'm moving in and I'm living my best life right on the water.
All right.
That's what I'm doing for fun. That's fun number one.
I wonder something. If you just woke up, let's just say everybody on Earth disappeared right this moment, except for you. How long until power actually goes out?
That's a very interesting question.
I would imagine it would be weeks,
Right.
probably. But
Right.
it's not like
I'm just
next
curious
year
how
there's
long
power.
it would take for power to go out.
Yeah, probably not that long.
A week?
Oh,
Man, that's an interesting question.
Does anyone
what-
work for the power company?
When I was going through and thinking about this right before the show, those type of questions kept coming to my mind about how long infrastructure and stuff. Jason, I actually had a similar answer to you, which was like to find a rich beach neighborhood and just live in every house. I was going to bounce from house to house.
Very nice.
But yours, that makes sense to me. That would be
If
fun.
there was a neighborhood that all had solar, that'd be good. But I need my air conditioning. For other reasons, I'm going to need electricity in the house.
Other reasons than a normal person needs air conditioning?
Other reasons that I might draft, my friend, that I don't want to say.
all right. I don't know. Look, for me, the first thing that came to my mind, and so it'll be my first pick, is the natural one of, look, everybody's gone. I can take any car I want. I can drive as fast as I want.
Oh man, that's on my list.
So I'm going to just drive as fast as I want in the best cars. And I researched this right before the show. Gas takes about 2 years to go stale. Not to mention, I mean, there could be some electric stuff figured out. But I'm going to get on the roads, and I got no restraints. So ultimate joyride is number one for fun.
You're going.
I have drag race
ultimate
on freeway
joyride.
was on my list.
Okay, so you're going. So I want to know if I can draft this. It's somewhat similar, but it's actually a totally different thing. I'm not going fast.
It's similar, but no, it's not even similar at the same time.
You'll see. I would be driving around in a monster truck. That would be. I'm driving over all these. I'm crushing every car on the road. I'm just smashing.
The problem there.
Yes.
The problem there is that it's not your pick.
No! Shoot! It's happened again. Oh no. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Now here's the real question:
the thing that really stinks is I don't want that pick.
Yeah, because you just drafted one.
Because I thought about taking a pick, but no. I mean, I've got the ultimate joyride, so I'm not stealing your pick. I hoped you said something better. That's the
great news.
Truth.
We know Jason's pick.
The second thing that I'm gonna do is man, I'm taking off my clothes.
Yeah, all right, it's on my list. It's on my list. Pants.
If I'm the last person, I'm just naked from here on out.
Oh, we're back in the garden.
See,
oh yeah.
So I thought about that. Do you go full
the Garden of Me?
Full the way I came into the world?
It's solely a matter of sun. The sun.
There's going to be some situations where you at least want like underpants.
Oh, it's just I mean, I'll probably,
an umbrella maybe.
Depends where you live, but yeah, I'm gonna live free.
All right.
I'm gonna.
So
live free.
I am.
You're on the clock here,
I'm
monster truck.
Monster trucking everywhere I go. I'm driving over everything.
So
roads aren't a thing. I'm destroying everything.
Okay,
that's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, with my first pick, I will have to find them. I mean, one, Jason alluded to the White House. What came to my mind is like Mount Rushmore. And it's like, I am going to go and I'm going to tag all the monuments that I can possibly find.
You're tagging them?
For no one else to see.
It doesn't matter, man.
You're just destroying things?
I am entertaining myself. You ever wanted to give George Washington a big old mustache on Mount Rushmore?
You have.
That would be pretty cool.
And then step back and look at your handiwork and laugh?
Yeah, of course. What at this point, if you're the last person alive, you're going to want to keep yourself entertained.
Every statue has a mustache in this country, thanks to Mike.
If I find them,
like if the aliens show up after Mike's been alone for a little while, they're like, "Whoa,
this past race must have all had mustaches."
So you got another pick.
And speaking of for what the aliens find, I am choosing to believe that the infrastructure of the internet is still available. So I am going to Wikipedia and I am editing everything that I possibly can to make sure because when the aliens come down and trying to research what has happened, look, the historical documents of the internet, it's got to live forever. It's on a microchip, and they're going to go, this Mike Wright character, he certainly was really important. And
so
he invented everything. Everything that's ever been was invented by Mike Wright.
But somehow couldn't save society. They all died. Must have been his fault.
There will be a page, Last Man on Earth. Mike Wright, definitely not reason for everyone else disappearing. I don't want the aliens to blame me.
Because Wikipedia is the authority that we have nowadays.
When aliens come in,
have you ever tried to edit a Wikipedia page? It's very difficult.
Exactly. There's no admins to approve what you're doing. You're just...
No. There's no admins to take away what I just did.
All right. Okay.
Or people to read it. But
here's what I think. I think if we woke up and we were in this situation, it's just us left. There's no chance that you would do that. But you can bet your butt I'm really riding around in a monster truck. You know what else I'm doing? I'm shooting bazookas everywhere. I am going to find bazookas.
Jason just wants to blow everything up.
Nothing matters. None of this stuff.
You know what? I think that is a
Jason-
problem because my next pick was blow things up.
Yeah.
Well, here's the problem with both of you guys. You will quickly become last man on Earth to no men on Earth.
That's
okay,
probably true,
because
and that's fine.
Most last people on Earth eventually don't want to be. Let's put it that way.
This is an eventual thing. You
Which
guys
Which is
will-
why I would think about like flying a plane because
Exactly.
You
100%.
either-
There's no way.
Exactly.
You're not
Everybody
getting off the
dies.
ground.
Not every
So-
man truly lives.
So if you're shooting bazookas, can I draft blow things up or has that been drafted?
I think it's been
That's
drafted.
up to Al.
It's been drafted.
Okay, it's up to Mike.
It's
I'm
the
already
same
blowing.
thing.
I'm blowing stuff up. I'm going around blowing everything.
I'm
up.
super disappointed. I
I'm
really
not.
wanted
I'm-
that. All
I'm
right.
excited.
Well, I'm
starting
gonna
with your house.
I'm loopholing you guys right here. Next thing I'm doing to have fun being the last person on Earth,
Mhm.
I'm finding a dog.
Yeah.
I'm,
all right.
I'm finding a companion.
All right.
Companionship.
I can really roam the world and have a much better time with a companion. And
I'm learning cloning.
so
All
that
right.
I will
Okay.
I will find a dog.
All right.
I can't blow stuff up anymore. I probably don't have one of the things I think about doing if I'm alone is some complex stuff like the flying a plane or like figuring out how to I don't know, can you do a cloning thing or can you self-replicate? But I can't figure the science out and I'm not going to be able to teach myself.
You're probably going to want to put pants back on too.
I probably
Yeah.
have to put
The petri dishes. Whatever experiments you're doing, you
So,
don't want those.
but
to
I'm
be-
trying to have fun, right?
Yes.
So
That's the point here. What is the most fun?
I have one pick left. And
Bet you wish you could blow stuff up, huh?
well, I have two options, and I just don't know which one's more fun. And I think I'm gonna find a huge throne, and I'm gonna sit on it as the king of the world.
Where are you going to find a throne?
Wherever there has to be thrones somewhere, I can
Oh,
get
yeah.
over. One of the
Where?
questions
Okay,
I had.
no. Give me a few places where you're going to look for the throne.
I don't need it to be real, Mike. I can get the Game of Thrones thrown out of Hollywood or something.
Yeah, you're
or
right.
I have wondered, could I get myself to like overseas? Could I do that?
Sure.
If you're alone,
Maybe.
could you pull that off?
Probably not.
You went from sure to maybe to
Probably
probably
not. And
not.
honestly, I was with Mike every step of that journey because I was like, yeah, you can go wherever you want. Well, how would you go? You'd have to, no, you're dead. Yes, that's 100%.
You are not making it.
No, because
So-
the only way that you could dock that boat is crashing, just
No.
crashing into the.
If you go up through Alaska, and then like because we learned.
Oh, you're
that
saying do
Alaska-
that 2 mile trip?
Alaska's very, very close to Russia, so then you
Mm-hmm.
could get on the over to the Asian continent, and you could get around.
Yeah,
But could
he's
I
gonna freeze
survive
to
a
death.
trip up through Alaska?
No,
No,
way.
that's so. I mean, I stand with no.
No
I will
way.
be eaten by so many bears.
So many bears, and there's no humans to stop the bears
You'll
anymore.
just see. I'll get in. The second I cross the Alaskan border, you'll see this naked man and his dog running from giant bears. I would be doomed. So I'm
I
going
didn't
to
think
become
about
king.
animals. Yeah, you are dead.
Yeah, the animals will rule the world at that point. That's
Yeah.
where the dog will come in handy in some capacity.
So I am on.
better have a few.
So, Jason, you're up. Mike has, he wants to recon Area 51. He wants to tag some national monuments. He wants to take over Wikipedia. Jason wants to steal a solar beach mansion, a monster truck joyride, shoot some bazookas.
Oh,
and
man,
I have-
that sounds awesome.
I have an ultimate joyride in whatever vehicle I want, as fast as I want. I'm going to get naked and then find a dog companion. I want to find a dog companion and sit on a throne and become king, the naked king.
Yeah,
oh,
I
the
would
naked
not.
king.
Just throwing this out there because of your attire. I would
Be
not
careful
choose
with the throne.
Game of Thrones throne.
To be careful.
It's
with
going to be
the-
hot.
I'll
It's
put
gonna
pants
be-
on for my when I rule.
Maybe some chainmail. All right, I am on the last pick, and I'm wondering I got two ways I can go here. I feel like in truth, if I'm gonna have fun, I feel like I need to raid some archives. There have to be somewhere, some governmental or business.
Nothing more fun than archives. That's what I've always said.
Of collecting the largest DVD collection on the planet. I'm going to take every DVD that has ever. I mean, look, sometimes I need to be entertained. There's no new things being made.
He says.
Yeah, well, I'm not living in a world where internet still exists.
There's Blu-ray. You went back multiple generations.
Are you collecting all the cassettes too?
No, that's what I call Blu-rays DVDs.
No, you don't. You call DVDs DVDs.
You're telling me. Hold on, real quick. You guys have Blu-ray players, and let's say you bought a Blu-ray.
A Blu-ray?
You literally would say to your wife, "Oh, get the Blu-ray of
Yes.
No, you don't.
I've never called something a different name because
You have never.
It's a different thing.
No way. I've only referred to Blu-rays as DVDs in my
They're
life.
Blu-rays.
Unbelievable. Well, you know what?
Enjoy. What resolution is a DVD? Is that 720?
728? Yeah.
And he's watching it on a giant screen in his beach mansion, so it's all pixelated.
You're watching as many pixelated movies as you can, and he knows it. I can see it on his face.
I knew I should have gone peeing off the Empire State Building. Dang it.
Ooh, that was possible for me.
Yeah.
But I went with tagging the monuments instead.
All right. Well, hey, look, I'm still going to be entertained. It's the best entertainment that's out there.
You have
it
a
might
big
not be in
DVD
the
collection. You could do that now, and you're not even the last person on earth for a few
Yeah,
bucks
but I don't need to do it now. Right now, I can watch streaming shows and have new content coming out. When I'm the last person on earth, there's never going to be a new show ever again. I would say there's no internet, so I can't stream anything. And when I collect like 500,000 old school DVDs, it's going to be awesome.
Now, maybe you guys have heard of this. Al Borland, I guess I will direct it to you. Like the Library of Congress, I've heard that they have like collections of basically everything that's ever been created. Am I way off there? Have you heard about this at all?
I have heard the same thing. I can't verify it, but I've heard it.
That's what I assume I will be rating.
So there you go. There's your entire collection. Enjoy your tube TV.
You know what? The truth is they're probably still stuck at DVD. They haven't gone over to Blu-ray yet. And that's why I chose DVD.
All right.
Mike, you get to close this out.
So what's funny, so like on my list, I have moved to the White House, but that's basically just very similar to what Jason was. He wants to move somewhere. I'm going to need a real passion project to keep my mind occupied. So I don't slip into the void, the vortex that is I am the last person on Earth. And my favorite movie ever made is Die Hard. So I am going to create a shot-for-shot remake of Die Hard using Legos. Legos and stop animation. So I will create this masterpiece. Yes, it's only for me. I don't care. That's what art is all about. I'm making it for myself. And I know that this thing's going to take me a really, really long time to make.
The longer the better,
so wait. Hold on. Just so I can unravel this. You're saying you're going to do this because you need to entertain your brain. So you're trying to pick something that you would enjoy doing so you don't go insane. And what you've chosen is a shot-for-shot Lego animation of Star Wars.
Die Hard.
Die Hard, yes.
That is, you could have given me 150 million guesses, and I never would have chosen that one. This is really. I didn't think DVDs and Lego animations were going to close the draft out. I'll be honest with you.
Ooh, I'd build a house out of Legos. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
I had some other ideas.
Awesome.
I had some other ideas, and
all right, let's hear 'em.
we've closed it out. But one was fly plane, but that wouldn't end. I mean, it would be. That's how I would end it. That's how it would end it all.
Yeah.
Along with my idea of taming lions and riding them, I don't think that would go well either. So, but poop
you would need a baby lion.
Poop wherever I want.
Oh, dude!
I mean, you can poop wherever you want. That's fun.
Yeah,
that is great. That's great. You poop everywhere.
Now Jason's got an idea here.
I did have an idea. You could absolutely fly a plane. You could 100%. You don't need that. You just parachute every time. You take up parachuting.
Yes.
Fly it wherever you want.
That assumes you could take off.
No, I think that's what I think. I think we could take off. I really do. I mean, we're going to train a little bit. We're
Sure.
gonna find a simulator. We're gonna train, but we don't have to train the landing.
Well, it's
part.
not we, it's you.
I'm saying, this is
Jason,
what I would do. This is what you would do. This is what
let
we
me ask you
could
this.
do.
Where are you going to train the parachuting?
Boeing. Oh wait, the parachuting?
Yeah, like the really important part of jumping out of a plane is knowing that your parachute is packed correctly, that the falling technique, how to do that correctly. Like, there's a lot of things in just jumping out of a plane.
He jumps out of that plane and he's torn up by a rotor. That's the first thing that happens.
I get your idea, but
your
like
idea
the
is
most
genius. Your
the
idea is
most
great.
important part is knowing how to parachute.
You could one-way trip every single flight because you just let the
Yeah.
plane crash wherever it
Absolutely. I'll
crashes.
find another plane and fly that one back.
And that would be fun because as you explore the world, you'd eventually find some of your old crashes here and
Oh,
there.
that'd be great. And you say, oh, could I make it to that continent? Get a big commercial jetliner that's full of fuel, fly it all the way over, and then
Okay,
parachute.
you're not getting the jet off the ground. You're not flying a 747.
It's not like I've got to lift it harder. It does the work, It's like, okay, it's big. That doesn't make it more difficult to take
It's
off.
more difficult. That's why you have to train
There are a
longer.
lot of buttons, Jason. You don't just there's not just a start and then up.
But to be fair, this is the guy who's convinced he could land a
Yeah.
747. So it's
With someone in my ear
surprising.
telling me what to do, you're
Last
darn right.
last one that I thought would be fun. I thought about moving into an arena like Madison Square Garden, so I could
okay.
play some basketball out there on the court. Maybe I'm watching too many Jordan documentaries.
I
But that seems
had-
like a fun place to hang out.
I had thought about moving into, you've got all these mansions. Well, move into a resort. I mean, it's like, you've got like 800,000 rooms and a golf course and all that. But the reality is you need it to be powered. And I don't know of any resort in the
Right.
world that's powered by solar power. So you got to go down to a mansion.
You really need friends in this situation.
Well, you
A
have
few
one.
friends would really, if you had said the three of us, what do we do? That would be a whole nother story.
Like, you have your dog friend, and I have Lego John McClane.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same thing.
What did we learn today?
I learned a lot that I wish I hadn't. I learned the back of the bus is a dangerous place, and I learned that Jason just loves DVDs. Just loves
Oh,
DVDs.
man.
His favorite
look,
format of all time.
They don't make movies like they used to. Am I right? Am I
Oh
right?
my gosh, yes.
I learned that the
learned-
most important part of parachuting is knowing how to parachute. Is actually being able to stick the landing, as they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. And I learned that there is a way to confuse how to use a bidet, even though there's just an on and off switch.
That's right. That's right. It's a confusing place for some people, Mike.
It's pretty binary.
No. There's bidets. You got. Is it moving? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it
Most
forward?
of
Is it
them
back?
don't
Is
have
it-
that, Jason. We all
the
don't have your
power up?
fancy
Is
robot
tornado
down.
Tornado mode.
Oh, no.
It's
Oh,
dangerous.
that's Chipotle mode.
A shot-for-shot remake, Mike. That got me. Thanks, Spitwads. We'll see you later.
I think it'll be really fun. Goodbye.
Thanks for listening to the Spitballers podcast. To see what other nonsense the guys are up to, check out SpitballersPod.com.